Here we are on the New Mexico campus. Welcome, everybody, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the home of the Lobos. The Fighting Illini have it to start the game, and Jay, these guys can pass the ball better than most teams in the country.
Boy, they're just a joy to watch, Mike, because they share the ball. They've got very good passers. They move without the ball and play unselfishly. That makes them a really hard team to guard, in my opinion.
Let's see how many assists they can rack up tonight. Meeking with it out top. Shoots. Long on the assist on that one. Nice job. Bazine throws the ball inbounds. Now in the low post. Woodard feeds it outside. Long gets the short rebound.
Big miss. They got him an open shot, but he couldn't get it to drop. That's disappointing.
Sassone out on top. Kane from outside.
There's no need for the rush shot there. The coach can't be happy about that one.
Fires. Illini missed it off the left side.
They have really shown tenacity on the glass early on in this ballgame. That's a big defensive rebound. Oh, Mike, you don't want to foul this guy. You can hear the contact on that play.
He got the contact, but Jay, wasn't enough to get a whistle as well.
Well, maybe next time. The defender has to be careful there not to get cheap fouls on that kind of play and risk giving up a three-point play.
Yeah, it's not a great way to do it unless you're sure you can stop him from making it. Passes back. The Yellow Jackets couldn't hang on to the ball and went out of bounds off of a player. Millsap triggers it in. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Kane blows the lay-in.
That's a really good matchup out there. A very tough defender on a really good jump shooter. The defense played him tight, and that tight defense prevented the score.
Hagler good from 18 feet.
Great separation, Mike. That's good footwork to be able to get that shot off and took advantage of really some lazy defense.
Down low with the ball. Millsap is fouled hard on the way up. He'll get 2 shots at the line. He gives them the lead. No problem at the line. He drops both free throws. Woodard steals it, and that's his first takeaway of the game. 2-point differential between these clubs. Takes the jumper.
Sometimes I think it's best to stick to the basics, and that's what they did right there.
Oh, and does that dish set up the play?
And the jumper goes in. Great execution of the total all-around play.
Carney puts the ball in play. Meeking with it up top with the steal.
Really solid job defensively there, Mike, early on in a close game. I really like the way this team has come out with a defensive mindset.
Illini connects on the shot, and he's fouled. A free throw coming. With the extra point at the line, he completes a three-point play. 7 points between these clubs. Puts it up. Long, nothing but net.
That was an ill-advised play right there. A miracle that that shot went down. They'll take the points with a smile on their face, but you got to be smarter than that.
Shoots. New Illini, perfect on the shot after the beautiful crossover. Sassone inbounds the ball. It's passed inside. Kane draws a lot of contact. He'll have the chance to get two at the line. He makes his first shot at the line. And he misses the second free throw. The Illini with the ball, they're up 6 points. Bazine can't drop the tough look. It's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, nice fluid crossover move. He really takes his man one way and then immediately crosses over and creates a lane for himself to the basket.
Jay, on the replay, the defender was in pretty good position. He moved well, but he still got lost.
You've got to be a great handler in addition to having good quickness to pull off that kind of a move.
Woodard with the inbound. The three. New Illini doesn't get the tray to fall this time. The Jackets take the ball up, down 4 points right now. Kane misses an easy two. The Fighting Illini with the ball. The lead is 4. Missed, hitting the right side of the rim. It's picked off. 4-point game we've got right now. For 2. Carney grabs the miss.
The defense just outplayed themselves right there and got rewarded with the miss.
Meeking with the ball up top. Kane for the 3. The Illini with the ball. The lead is 4. Sassone steals it, and that's his first takeaway of the game. The Jackets take the ball up, down 4 points right now. For the tray, Kane misses. The shot bangs off the back of the rim. Hagler scores his 8th point of the half. He has been a scoring machine all night tonight. New Illini is going to get the charging call. That's his first foul of the game. Worley comes in. He doesn't get a whole lot of minutes. Bazine will leave the floor. Sassone puts the ball in play. It's a 6-point ball game. They drop it inside. The Jackets have a pretty decent deficit on the scoreboard right now as we played a good portion of this half. Jay, give us your opinion. How's this team doing?
Well, Mike, if they want to get back into this game early on in the first half, they're going to have to do a better job of protecting the ball. They've been turning it over too much, and when you turn the ball over, you give the other team easy chances, and that can really deflate you in a hurry. This game can get out of hand if they don't take better care of the ball.
New Illini puts up the tray. New Illini had too much mustard on that one. The Jackets are trailing by 6 and have the ball.
Here's a great example of how to make a great feed.
And there's nothing more basic in basketball than a good pass.
For a beautiful feed and a nice jump shot to finish that
play. Woodard throws it in. The Illinois Fighting Illini with the ball. The lead is 4. Fires. Hagler can't sink the jumper. 4-point game we've got right now. Kane off target from 14 feet.
An outstanding defensive rebound. That's the way you go after it with both hands and really box out in a tight game early.
It goes in deep. Worley kicks it outside. Kane has it up top. Gives it back. For three. Good basket there, Jay, and it seems these two teams are very evenly matched.
They are evenly matched. They match up well with each other and both sticking with their game plans. This is anybody's ball game right now.
The Illini have the ball. They're up by one. Hagler up top. Puts up to Jay. Nualidia with a nice spin move and in for two.
Perfect dish right there. Good ball movement going to the inside, and then they kicked it back out for the conversion. That's outstanding.
3-point spread on the scoreboard.
Mike, oftentimes critical times in the game come down to the last couple of minutes of the first half and the first few minutes of the second half. They need to close out this first half strong. And they've not shot the three ball very well. They've got to continue to work for good shots, try to get the ball inside, and attack off the dribble.
Nualidia hits the front iron on that shot. Takes the shot. Holman converts with a nice jumper.
Lester Holman.
The Beacon lay triggers it in. The Jackets are back 5 on the scoreboard. Returns the ball. Meeking has the ball up top. What a pretty assist that was.
And he's really racking up those assists right now. He's got a great awareness of where his teammates are on the floor. He's got eyes in the back of his head.
Nualidia with the ball up top. Passes it back. From behind the arc. Hagler tries to answer with a three, but misses. Kane already has 2 3-pointers, looking for a third on this trip down court. 2-point differential between these clubs. Releases. Reynolds will be credited with the assist on that one. The Yellow Jackets will take a timeout there. Bazine comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Long throws the ball inbounds. The Jackets take the ball up, down 4 points right now. Delivers back. They feed it inside. Long couldn't get it to go after the hack. Draws the foul. A chance for 2 from the free throw stripe. He hits the first free throw. And he succeeds at the stripe. 2 for 2. The Illini bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Feeds it back. Nualidia fires the three. Nualidia off on the triple. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets with a 3-pointer here could take a 1-point lead. They've got a great opportunity. Let's see if they convert. The ball passed in deep.
Oh, what a great pass. That one is an assist. That's easy to spot.
Jay, when you play with somebody that's that good a passer, you really have to pay attention.
That's what's called making everybody better, and he did it with his passing ability. That's impressive.
Intercepted. Meeking can't get the buzzer beater to fall. The clock runs out. We're heading to halftime. The score, 21-21. And here are the hottest players at the half. Worley will come off the floor. Carney passes it in. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have tied this game up here, Jay. They did what they needed to do, made some buckets, and brought it back even. Now as we start the second half, what do you see from them?
Well, Mike, you know the coach spent plenty of time at halftime talking about the fact that they shot the ball well, and that's why they're in such a close game. But they really need to emphasize defense to start this second half and send a message that they are not going to allow anything easy, and they're not going to allow just their offense to dictate.
Kicks it back. Clock down to 6. He fires. Carney grabs the defensive rebound. 3-point spread on the scoreboard. Puts up the 3. Kane buries the wide open shot. With the inbound pass. The Fighting Illini are trailing by 6 and have the ball. Throws it back. Hagler up top with the ball. With the touch shot.
Let's check out this play. This is textbook.
And that pass had eyes to set it up.
Yeah, the feed really created the opportunity for that shot.
The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets with the ball. The lead is 4. Throws it back. For 2. Sassone utilizing the crossover there and gets the bucket. It's a 6-point ball game. Takes the shot. Millsap doesn't connect. It was short there.
That is the way you teach your kids to play defense, and it's gratifying to watch them execute it on the floor.
It's a loose ball. The Illinois Fighting Illini just got a piece of the ball before it went out of play. Long triggers it in.
Great pass, and he gets yet another assist. This is the kind of guy you love to have on your team if you're a player, because you know if you work hard, he's going to find you and get you the ball. He has absolutely no ego. All he wants to do is get the ball to the right man. And you know if you get open, you're going to be that man.
Kicks it back. Only 7 on the shot clock. Hagler for the 3. Hagler lets it fly but can't get the long 3. The Yellow Jackets are up by 8 with possession. Kane misses a tough shot. The Illinois Fighting Illini decide to call a timeout. From the elbow, no good. The Jackets have it, and they're on fire. 12 of the last 14 points. 10 points separate the teams. New Lydia up top with the ball. Inside now with the ball. Hagler backs it out. Millsap has it up top. Clock is at 6. They have to put it up. Fires. The Jackets have it, and they're on fire. 12 of the last 14 points. Launches the 3.
Boy, simple and beautiful right there. That's a great feed.
First the pass, then the jumper. What's not to like?
And really the point guard saw it all coming right there and put the ball in a position to score.
Millsap throws it in. The Fighting Illini need a score here. They're down by 13. New Illini up top. New Illini up top with the ball. Millsap from beyond the arc. Millsap couldn't get it to fall, and the run doesn't stop. The Jackets with a 13-point advantage now. Carney couldn't get it to go after the half, but draws the foul. He'll get a chance for a deuce at the line. He hits the first free throw. He gets them both. This is a 15-point lead. It's dropped in low. Millsap doesn't get the bucket, and the drought continues. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have possession. They're on a great run. They've scored 17 in the last 19.
Mike, this team has a big lead going down the stretch because they've shot the ball very well from the field. They've gotten good shots and knocked them down. Their opponent really needs to find a way to get more pressure on those shooters to try to distract them.
Another score, and just look at the way these talented kids are matching up tonight.
It's been a compelling matchup, Mike. They're going right at each other, and you've got pretty even production out there from these top two guys. They're going to have to pick it up defensively against each other. This is a great matchup.
And it might last all night long, too. Launches the three. Bazine rebounds again. He's up to 7 now. The Fighting Illini need a score here. They're down by 13.
That's just a bad shot. I mean, you've got to take a better shot than that, and the coach is going to be really upset. He's going to let his player hear about that one, and it's going to be loud.
Kane gets a lot of contact and will have a chance to get the two at the line. He makes his first shot at the line. He gets them both.
Timeout taken on the floor.
Holman spent quite a bit of time on the bench, now coming back in. Reynolds passes it in. This is a 15-point lead. New Illini out on top. Pulls up. Holman unable to sink a jump shot. The Yellow Jackets have it. They're on a 19-4 run. Meeking from the top of the key can't hit it. Hagler has the ball up top. It's denied. The Jackets have it. They're on a 19-4 run. They get the ball inside. Meeking not shooting well, but tonight his lack of production hasn't hurt them, Jay.
Not yet, and I think, Mike, you can credit good coaching there. They've made some really good adjustments. They're looking for screeners more often. They've had really good team play, and I think that extra effort's been paying off. It's never good to rely on just one guy.
For 2 points.
A lot of nice things going on in this play, Mike.
And Jay, look at the assist.
He really passed it perfectly, and the shooter took great advantage of it, being ready to shoot as the ball arrived.
Carney puts the ball in play. Hagler steals it, and that's his first takeaway of the game. The differential, 13 points. They throw it down low. Hagler from 11 feet out and misses. The Yellow Jackets have scored 19 of the last 25 and have the ball. The Jackets score again. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Mike, as this game winds down, you really have to be impressed with the way this team has shot the three. They have really done a great job of getting the ball inside and then kicking it out to open shooters, and they've knocked down those big shots.
Hagler now has 10 points in the game. The Jackets have the ball, and they have momentum. 15 of the last 21 points. They pass it inside. The inside shot. Carney banged his shot off the front rim. They've got a fast break. Hagler hasn't been able to help his team tonight. You know, Jay, it's got to be killing him.
Oh, yeah, and they're really behind because of this kid right now. He's a kid that they really need to play well in order to win. If he doesn't get his game going, they're going to need to try to do something else. Look to another player to try to get him going.
The Illini with a big deficit, down by 15. Long swats it away for his third block this game. Woodard perfect from 8 feet out. Kane with a three-pointer here would have 6 from behind the arc. It's a loose ball. The differential, 13 points. Nice basket there. Look at how well the backcourt has been operating tonight.
They're getting great production out of their guards, Mike, and that's really nice for a coach to be able to put the ball in the hands of his guards and have them score in addition to distribute.
Gives it back. Meeking up top with the ball. Great hands. That pass is intercepted. Jay, this one's almost over. We just go through the motions from here on out.
Well, it was a valiant effort, but this deficit was just too big to overcome. They just weren't able to pull it together and beat this team tonight.
He gets the first of 2. And he's off on the second. Bazine draws a lot of contact. He'll have a chance to get 2 at the line.
If he can make these 2 free throws, it'll help swing the momentum back into their favor. Everything is going for them right now. The clock is stopped, and they need to make these shots.
He gets the first of 2. And he succeeds at the stripe, 2 for 2. The Jackets are up by 8 with possession. Meeking with it out top. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets track it down and get control. They feed it inside.
Oh, I can't wait to see this play again, Mike. He got some contact going up for the shot before he makes the layup.
Jay, it looked like he could sense the defender closing in. Almost looked like he wanted to create the contact and get the ref's attention. Maybe a 3-point chance.
Not a bad plan either.
And either way, it was great and a strong play for the layup. New Lydia with the buzzer beater, but he misses. With the horn, this game is over, and the final score, 46-36. Let's take a look at tonight's players of the game.